Hello, everyone.
Well, hey, everybody. Welcome.
Welcome to TFT.
Tarot for today, Divine Dabblings with
Oberon.
and me, Banshee. Welcome to our Mercury Retrograde edition.
Yes. The good news is it looks like it's getting better. We were losing a lot of frames right from the beginning as we were getting started up, and we didn't understand what was going on, but it looks like we're here. Are we here? Are we here?
I think we are here.
Alrighty.
So, I see Sonala's there as well.
Well, I see a bunch of people there. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for being here tonight on Thursday night.
I'm updating my list a little bit here, looking at the order.
Banshee, we will also talk about
Yes.
all kinds of things today, won't we?
Oh my gosh. Well, my plan was to sit here with my other computer and be kind of typing away when we opened up, and Mr. O could say to me, "What are you doing, Banshee?" And I would say, "Why, I'm fixing and creating our price list for the readings we're going to be offering soon."
Yes. And
So
that's cool.
if you follow us on Facebook and Twitter, we'll be posting our schedule of readings for Halloween season, and those who follow the Wheel of the Year, there's going to be 2 special Wheel of the Year spreads that we are going to be offering. We are also going to have a cluster of general, maybe a little less pricey readings to offer people. So that is coming real soon. Should be, if it's not out tonight, it will be out tomorrow.
Also, out tomorrow will be my Emotional Exchanges, which is my tarot forecast for the emotions and love-related things. We'll also have another installment of the Halloween haiku that we're writing.
Teresa, I saw you, and I was thinking that myself. Long time no see. Good to see you again.
Oh, hi there.
Welcome. Welcome to the show.
Welcome back.
I've got you on the list, so no worries there. Also, besides that, our Halloween haikus are in full gear. Mine is tomorrow. Rumor has it might mention Mercury retrograde.
Oh, dear. And I see Patton is there.
Patton!
Happy birthday.
Okay, everybody. It's Patton's birthday tomorrow. And because of that, he moves, I think Aaliyah remembers this, or somebody who we did a birthday reading for. He moves to the top of the list today, and he gets a birthday wish candle spread.
Yay!
Something I created. So good for you, Patton.
Let's do our other stuff and get going.
Yes, we're going to get right through stuff, and I'll go over the list. But Patton is first. Welcome, Patton, and happy. So he's going to go get his cards together. I have a Halloween Oracle again.
Well, as normal. Oh, okay, go ahead.
Stacy DeMarco's Halloween Oracle deck for the collective. Hey, Libra.
Hi, Libra.
Oh, you're already on the list. That's right. You actually came in first before Patton, but it's his day.
Sorry.
Their day.
Oh, you know how that goes.
All right. I picked it today. Whoa! Dun, dun, dun. It's the Skull of Flowers.
Alrighty. Well,
What does it say
mean?
on there?
Creating through the ashes.
Ooh.
That's pretty awesome.
Now, if Banshee can spell, here we go. We can stay in the dark, exist only in the midnight hours, but shining the torch, the victory is ours. Should the skull of light enter your life, know that it is time to open yourself fully to the clarity of bright illumination. Allow yourself to be seen, to see also, and to act upon what is shown to you. The time is past for hiding, for pretending, and for swallowing our discomfort by accepting the status quo when it really doesn't suit us. Boy,
Hi, Gina.
I wish I had read this earlier today, Mr. O.
You do.
Not accepting the status quo.
Oh, yeah, you were an unhappy Banshee earlier. You were very unhappy.
I was. So anyway, welcome, Gina. Hey,
Okay.
Angel Rivera, Angel Mary.
If I missed you, I know you're here and you're welcome to be here, of course. Now, I'm using my Dame Fortune's Wheel Tarot. That's the significator
I
from
got you,
that deck.
Teresa. You're on the list. Don't worry.
And then I'm also using the English Magic Tarot. Kind of an interesting palette there. It's a little bit of a less vibrant one. That's Justice. Beautiful card, though. And then, of course, I haven't used it in a little while, my Egyptian Nefertari's Tarot, the one that has gold shimmery things, and that's the Knight of Coins there.
Oh my gosh, Patton. So that's the problem. I was trying to reply to two things that Angel Rivera sent on Twitter, and it kept saying something went wrong. And I was like, what? Have I been Twitter shamed or banned or whatever?
Just now, we were having problems with Twitter trying to send the link.
Oh.
Duh. We couldn't send the link for the show tonight. We like to throw it on Twitter in that last couple of minutes, and it kept saying, sorry, something went wrong. And she's more the Twitter, I'm more the Facebook, so I'm like, Banshee, what does this mean?
It means it's Mercury retrograde, of course. But it's probably just Twitter because Twitter is like that. All right, well, I'm going to go over the list, and it is Patton's birthday, so we're doing a birthday wish reading for him first. So Patton is up, and then Libra, Divine You, Aaliyah, Kimbobulated, Levi, Teresa Zanetti, I'm sorry about that. So now, January Girl, Gina, Angel Mary, Angel Rivera. Did I miss anyone? Speak now.
You got a cell?
Huh? Oh, a cell. When did a cell come in?
Maybe just now?
Oh, okay, just now. Yeah. Okay, because Angel was first. Yep. Okay, Estelle, I have you on the list. All right. So let's get going with Patton's reading so we can get this started. I'm using the same decks I've been using, the Edgar Allan Poe, the Everyday Witch Tarot, and what is the other one? Help me out. The Halloween one, of course. And my Halloween Lenormand again.
So this is the diagram for the birthday wish spread, and it sort of indicates a candle with the flame lit.
The flame lit.
And each of the positions means something about the year in review and the year going forward.
Well, it is, but it's kind of like, Patton, you can kind of make a birthday wish. This is about your dreams and goals for the year ahead and how they progress, how they're going to progress, through the months ahead.
So make
we're
a
going to
wish.
get started.
Don't tell us, though,
Don't
right?
tell us. And hopefully you'll be able to relate it. And we'll go through this quickly, but you'll still get your money's worth, Patton. And shuffle one more. Well, I hope everybody is staying safe. It's not really been good out there. We just hit the highest amount of cases we have hit since April 3rd in Michigan, and actually it surpassed it by quite a bit. We're over 2,000 cases today. I suspected we were going in that direction.
It's actually hit me personally, too, indicated by...
Yes, he just
my
found
former
out.
workplace has closed down for several days and won't be open for several more. And an employee who I consider my friend there apparently is sick right now, and they have closed down the place because they're not sure how much quarantine may need to happen at this point.
Yeah, public libraries. So they had to close down, and it's just messy. It seems as though this person may have been working there 2 weeks with the virus.
Not sick enough to realize they were sick.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
So hopefully everybody else is safe if they were following protocols. I'm wishing them the best.
All
So,
right.
okay, Patton, card 1 is the lessons you've learned in the past year regarding your wish. And what is that? That is the sun. Is that
The sun reversed.
the sun reversed? Well, it seems as though maybe progress has been a little bit slow, or there's some reason for disappointment. But remember, this is the past. What you've learned in the past year is maybe things don't always happen and materialize as fast as you would like.
It's possible that maybe an important relationship or situation, it doesn't necessarily have to be a love relationship, but it could just be some sort of relationship that was something, good, may have broken, or possibly may have encountered a test that sort of has put things in a different slant or view.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Patton. Card number 2, recent past, the last 3 to 4 months. What's been happening regarding your dreams and goals and desires? The Queen of Cups. Well, maybe you're going beyond the dream stage a little bit and really trying to nurture your dreams and do something to push forth growth.
Well, for the last 3 or 4 months, it may look like that you have more access to your emotions, or you've been more in touch with your emotions. You've been feeling more general love, but maybe you've been feeling more specific love. Maybe you feel you are trying to be better in a relationship, or to find the relationship you can be better in.
Sonny has arrived and he's trying to figure out how to get in here. So I had to move the reading and hopefully read it here. Okay, so the future trends, the next 6 months. What will the next 6 months hold for you in regards to your wish? It's the 4 of Swords and it's reversed. And what that means is that it's time for action. It's time to get the ball rolling. I think things are going to start moving for you.
You said this was the next 6 months?
3 to 4 months.
Okay, this card.
Yes.
Well, yes, I would agree totally with Banshee here that this is sort of like, in this time frame, you are really going to kind of come out of any kind of shells or isolation or sense of retreat that you've been experiencing. It really is about kind of awakening in a way, or becoming active again, throwing yourself into the mix of life, as it were.
And the next one, obstacles to overcome in the next year in order to obtain your wish. The ways in which you, it just says the ways that you can obtain your wish. Wow, that's the King of Pentacles.
Knowing a rich person.
Finding a rich benefactor would help. I agree.
There he is.
But also maybe a financial advisor, or just being a really good steward to your own financial resources, so that you can accomplish the goals that you want to accomplish.
It certainly could most likely mean the latter, the idea that you kind of put yourself to that task of becoming financially successful from a business point of view. It's one thing to have, a grand idea, a scheme, but you also have to have the business knowledge and wherewithal to kind of put that through. That's something we're going to find out if we're doing that or not. But that's what it looks like is the key to your wish, is really finding a good business plan or somebody that can help you with that.
And so the progress made towards achieving your wish by year's end. Wow, this looks very promising. It's the Knight of Wands and it's upright. It sounds like you're just going to go full steam ahead. It sounds like there's little that's going to stand in your way. This looks like really good progress, especially if it has to do with some kind of enterprise or thing that you want to get started.
I know, but it's a form of primate, and there's fire and it looks angry. I'm thinking, I hope it doesn't throw something. But beyond that, I mostly agree with you. This is a great omen here for really moving ahead, especially where it concerns how you connect your ideas, your plans, your energy with other people. So it sort of shows you it's just being this sort of forward agent in that sense. And does that go there? Yes, it does. Well, actually, okay, whoops. You're talking to somebody, and I don't know who you're talking to. What's up?
Teresa's having a lot of problems.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. And I'm combobulated help, but also I'd say just try going back in and out again and see if that works. Okay, sorry about that, but I definitely don't want to see somebody miss out. And we've got Teresa on the list, so her spot is secure. And finally, the final outcome card, and I hope it's a good one, Patton. The outlook for getting your birthday wish by your next birthday. Well, all is not lost. It's the Three of Swords, but it's reversed.
And this is the outcome by next year?
The outlook for getting the wish by next birthday.
It looks to me like it happens, but it doesn't happen without a little bit of some heartache or pain, some strife, some separation. But mostly what it plays to is the idea that you have a spirit to persevere and you have a strength in your heart to make you overcome those kind of obstacles.
So yes, I think it's not without some kind of struggle. Either it's an internal struggle, maybe it's a struggle with somebody else, but it's some kind of struggle and, but you're strong enough to overcome it, and it shows that you are because the card is reversed. Hooray! And happy birthday, Patton.
Happy birthday. So we're going to show that view there.
Oh, okay.
The first card, the second card, there's a little bit of glare there, the third card. The fourth card, I know I'm going a little fast. It's just one of those things. But so there you are.
It's hard to put a whole layout here, especially when we have Sunny Cat also.
I know.
Trying
Angry
to get
Sunny
in.
Cat is just on the other side. Like, when do I get to come over?
Maybe never.
Probably never.
All right. You're very welcome, Patton. Thank you for being such a loyal person. Appreciate you.
Good luck.
All right, we're going to go over the list again and make sure everybody's accounted for. We have Libra Cusp is next, Divine You, Aaliyah, Kimbobulated, Levi, Teresa, Sonal, January Girl, Gina, Angel Mary, Angel Rivera, Acel, and Jenna. And Angel Rivera, I saw what you said about your child development center having to shut down because of cases. I know we mentioned something in our last reading for you about something having to change or something disrupting the workplace. I thought it might be financial, but I did say it was university-wide or something that affects the university community, not necessarily the library. So that's interesting, but unfortunate too. Sorry to hear that. Oh. Oh, good. I'm glad you're there, Teresa. I hope that did help. And you're just you're about 5 people down the list. We're on Libra Cusp right now. What's coming towards me?
All right.
Your deck?
Yes, we're going to use the Nefertari.
And I'll get out the Halloween one next. So our price list is almost created. I'm putting some final touches on it. We'll also have some Lenormand readings available for purchase as well. So they will be posted on Twitter and Facebook to start with. And maybe we'll do something special for YouTube on this too once we get this all going.
And I kind of think that some of those year ones, calendar ones, or Wheel of the Year ones would make a nice gift for somebody you like. So there you go.
So we're starting with 2 Wheel of the Year ones, which is from Halloween or Samhain through fall equinox. But actually one of the readings goes from Samhain to Samhain, actually, Halloween to Halloween. And that's because of the way it's set up. One reading's a general for the year, and there's 2 ways that you can get it. A 1-card reading or a 2-card reading. And all will be explained in my update.
Yeah, details soon.
Soon.
We don't have a website, but we do have a pretty secure way for you to contact us and for us to pay for that. So
yeah.
All of that coming soon.
I'm excited. And we'll be offering those Halloween ones between now and November 15th. And then November 15th forward through January, we'll be offering our calendar year spreads. So stay tuned for that.
Alrighty, so what's coming towards Libra?
Okay. Well, we have the 3 of Cups, that's reversed. But then we have the Star upright. And we have the 7 of Pentacles reversed. So the 3 of Cups upright is like just something that does not give, the pleasure that you anticipated or expected might be coming towards you. There's some disappointments, no cause for celebration.
But yet, I feel that there is this
Yeah,
idea that
I know.
that experience maybe gives you an inspiration or an idea to move beyond that. That maybe whatever it is that is unpleasing is motivating enough for you to make some changes. I have to say that possibly it looks like it is about situations that are in your romantic areas, or at least your emotionally pleasurable areas. And I'm just wondering if that what it results in is the idea that you can't really delay anymore. You can't just sit back. Hi there, man. Hello, man. Hello, man. But you have to basically kind of work with what you have set up, that you have actually invested in something. You have some plans, and now it's really time to kind of pull those plans through, whatever they may be. I think it is moving you towards what you're inspired by or hope to be.
No butts in the camera.
And you, dear?
So basically, I feel that, your main enemy here is procrastination, right?
Okay.
So, you shouldn't put off things. You should try to keep up with things. I feel that, I can't really add anything to what he said about the star, because that's kind of where I was going with that. That maybe out of this disappointment is birthed some new inspiration, some hope. It's kind of like you realize that, oh, well, this is disappointing, but all is not lost here. And you can pick up where, and take it in a different direction, whatever this may be. So whatever this disappointment is about.
Thanks, son, man.
Well, you think, I don't know what to say. But anyway.
And there he goes again.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no room for me
Okay,
here.
so
That's... Oh, let me do the Lenormand, of
yes.
course. I was forgetting something. Duh.
That's another question, Patton. I don't think we have time for that one for you. No. No, I'm kidding.
You should not cheat on it. Well, it is your birthday, and you shouldn't consider it cheating. Everybody should be able to have some indulgence. Just remember to keep it in perspective. I should talk now.
Your annual, navigation around the
this.
sun, deserves a reward.
Right. And, diet should not be punishment. So, you'll get back to the program, and that's a good thing.
All right, so what does the Lenormand have for
Well, we have
us?
the keys. The skeleton
keys.
key.
Whoops, they're upside down.
And the key is the eyeballs. The key is fish. This is interesting. It's abundance or flow. Maybe the key is just going with the flow and riding out whatever this disappointment is, and making sure that you're paying attention to detail and that you're not procrastinating on things that you need to do.
Well, I'm hoping that what it is that constitutes plans already laid that you just need to act on is really what the key is here, and that basically once you turn that key, the flow begins. So it's really up to you more or less with this direction, whatever that is that you have to kind of decide you really want it, and also decide maybe that if there are emotional baggage or otherwise that's holding you back, then you have to figure out how to let that go, I think.
Well, and the other thing it might mean, and I'll just say it, is that it's possible the key is there might be some extra income that comes in, pretty soon. So you're asking what's coming towards you. It's possible there might be some kind of boosted income or something with financial flow that is to your benefit.
Yep.
And that's what we have for you, Libra. Good luck with that.
You're welcome.
And Divine you are up. And after Divine You is Aaliyah, Kimbobulated, Levi, Teresa, Sonal, January Girl, Gina, Angel Mary, Angel Rivera, Acel, and Jenna. Good. Let's see what's going on with that interview then.
Oh, good, good.
I'm glad to hear that, Divine You.
That's really cool. Did we say it was going to go good, or we were not so sure? I don't remember.
I'm trying to remember now. I'm not so sure. We might have said it.
I thought we more or less did, but maybe there was a caveat we threw in there.
I had a crazy work day today, so I'm just trying to focus on the cards now.
I don't want to sound like a whiner, but, I retired because, I was 20 years with the company and I'm literally 65 in about a month. And I started a part-time job. It's only 15 hours a week and I just sort of feel like, oh, I'm tired. Of course,
Well,
this
cry
is my
me
job
a river,
too,
Mr. O.
This is my job too.
But I'm counting the days now. It's literally almost, I think it's like 2 months and 5 or 6 days before I retire. So I'm at the point of counting the days, and I never thought I would say that. Because I know I'm going to miss my work, but I think I'm ready to retire from there.
All right, so they're reversed to you from my direction, Barb. Got it?
No. Yeah.
And you'll have to flip them over or turn
Or
it
this way?
Yeah.
Got it.
All right.
So the first card is the Ace of Pumpkins. It's reversed. We'll talk about that in a minute. Oh my gosh. And then we have the Ace of Imps reversed. And then we have the Four of Pumpkins reversed.
So at the very best, there just is some delay going on here. You may hear from them, and they may be indicating that they like you, but they're not able to open up the doors just yet. They got you in place, perhaps. I'm also wondering, though, too, if there is another contender. Like maybe this might go into a second round. Like maybe they're going to want to call you back. I'm actually wondering now if that's what could be happening there, that they might be calling you back for another interview, or there is somebody else who it's going to be a decision with them.
So, Divine You, is this a job where you stand to make more money, or is it about the same? I'm not sure here. I'm almost thinking there's some issue with money.
So you believe there's another contender, or that they are going to have you for another interview. If it's the latter, the extra interview, then I'm thinking that what you might want to do is figure out if there's any little way that you can enhance yourself.
Make yourself stand out.
Make yourself stand out in a little way. Just it sort of comes to me through the Four of Pentacles.
Okay, no contender. I feel that there may be something with money here as a stumbling point. And I'm not sure if it's necessarily money they want to pay you. I just wonder about money, some financial situation with them that might be some kind of stumbling block or holdup. Because we've got 2 pentacles here reversed, and the pumpkins are the pentacles, so that's why I'm wondering. And the Ace of Imps reversed definitely looks like there's some kind of delay. If it's not a delay, if it's not postponing the job, it's a delay in making the decision, I think, like you might have said.
Okay,
Yeah.
and that may be something there too. So it just sort of seems like it may be still in the running, but I honestly believe it's going to happen for you. I don't feel anything is overwhelmingly negative. And I'm thinking that this also does mean, too, that maybe it's a matter of seeing the money get better on that. Like maybe they'll offer you more money, or maybe they'll have something more involved with the... it's coming to you, I think.
I am not going to say there's not going to be some setbacks here, because I sense there's some kind of setback because the aces are reversed. And Divine You, aces are the beginnings of things. So there's just a delay in getting this off the ground. That's kind of what I'm thinking.
Well, we're going to try Lenormand now and see what's going on. And good luck, of course.
Well, I don't know why I have a woman here. Lady Pumpkinhead.
This has come up before for you, though, I think, in some of the questions you've had.
And the fountain, the bloody fountain, which is the park or networking.
So I'm wondering if maybe somehow, because you've mentioned there are other people that are being brought into this too, you're going to be working more with them, but you're going to have some sort of direction over them, like you're going to be kind of coordinating them or doing something with that.
I feel like there's some networking, or maybe it's the fact that I see what you said there. It's possible that there's this communication thing that has to occur. Just because it's a lady card that showed up doesn't necessarily mean it has to be a lady. It could be also you in this reading because it's one of the, what do you call it? Significator cards in the reading. So it stands sometimes for the person we're reading for. So it could just be that, and if you haven't done it yet, I would assume you might have thought to do that. But have you sent a thank you letter to those involved for the interview? Because that's another opportunity to sell yourself and your ideas and
even
goals.
as an email.
And how much the job would mean to you to get it.
It's a courtesy that they notice.
So maybe it's saying that maybe some other communication might be helpful at this time. I'm going to leave it at that.
Alrighty.
And that's what we have for you, Divine You. Good luck. Keep us posted. Want to know how that goes for you.
Thank you.
And wishing you the best. Hey, Aaliyah, you are up. And then Combobulated, Levi, Teresa, Sanel, January, Gina, Angel Mary, Angel Rivera, Estelle, and Jenna. That's good. Okay. All right.
You're welcome. I like your questions because I think it does stretch us a little bit too. So I hope you feel the same, that we're doing all right by you.
You're adorable, Sonny son. Look at you. At least he's sitting here. I can deal with this. I know that tail's a little bit of a camera problem. He hasn't attacked our microphone yet. Oh, yeah? Twitter's still acting up? Geesh.
Is that Gina speak?
Okay, you're worried about midterms. You don't know if you're going to pass or not. Is that your question, Aaliyah? Do you want to know about how you're doing on your midterms?
Wants to know if they're going to pass or not.
All right. Your deck?
Sure. Let's use the English Magic Tarot.
Okay. Okay, we'll take care of that. Yeah, I had problems earlier too on Twitter. Also, I did a review on this book that I really like, A Fearless Tarot, and on Amazon, and usually they're pretty quick acknowledging, at least receiving it, but I haven't gotten anything, and of course it's not posted yet. Sometimes it takes a day, although it's been really fast in the past. So I don't know if they're just all pooed out over there from Prime Day, but my review did not post, and I don't know. I that's why I always do it and save it and cut and paste it into Amazon, because they've lost my reviews before.
Really don't mind if you sit this one out. Do 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 do.
Oh, you stop the singing, Gina. You've got him to sing again.
Who are you behind?
Who's that?
Levi.
Oh, Levi? You're after the next person, Levi. So you're after Combobulated. All right. Let's see. Is this a yes, no?
Is that in your head now?
Were we doing
Locomotive breath?
a yes, no on this one?
Yeah, I think we're starting with a yes or no.
That's what I thought.
All right. Hang on there, Aaliyah.
I just gave it an extra shuffle for you. All right.
And
Yeah. It's nice to have the auxiliary table if Sonny's going to take up all the space. Oh my gosh.
That's not a problem. You don't have to overreact.
Ah. Well, it's pretty good, Aaliyah. It's looking pretty good. It's leaning towards yes, with a good card here. We have the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Swords is upright. And we have two aces. One is upright, one's reversed. I really don't think that just lets us know it's leaning towards yes.
The Queen was upright?
Back there, or?
Yeah. The Queen was upright?
The Queen was upright.
So it looks to me like if there's any...
I have a great idea for the future. You're not going to like it.
Well, I think it means it's a good chance of yes, and I think that
Yes.
there's a possibility that maybe something will get through to that teacher, that professor grading you. This is a midterm, I think you said. It just may be like a communication to him, like maybe just a note to him. Nothing like,
The Queen of Swords indicates to me you've done your due diligence, I feel,
Yeah.
Aaliyah. You really did a good job. You had some good analytical skills. You paid attention to detail. So I think that, yes, I think it's going to come out okay. And can't wait to find out if that's true. Let's do a Lenormand.
So yeah, we're repositioning
Well, I think
our
this
cameras
is in
here.
general, Aaliyah. I mean, we didn't do a yes/no on each of the tasks, so I think the outlook looks pretty good because I think you put in, the effort. Maybe you don't feel you have, but it looks like to me you've used good judgment. You've made good decisions, meaning with either your answers or, if it was like a paper you had to write. Okay.
The ring.
The poison ring and the mountains. I think basically the Lenormand is just talking about, this was kind of hard on you. Clearly you have a lot of worries because you felt it was a little hard on you. But, through commitment and dedication to getting the job done, to getting done what you had to do, I think it's going to turn out all right in the end. That's why it is leaning towards yes. And that's what I have. Do you have anything to add to that?
I don't think there's any reason for you to worry. It may not be the absolute zenith, but I have a feeling you will be very pleased with it. And I think this is an overall, so it's not specific to one or the other. We weren't able to really see that there. You could take each of the ace to be each of the two tests, and that represents something good happening. That King of Swords, I sort of feel like I don't have quite the words to say what that is.
Oh, is it the king, not the queen? Silly me.
I'm sorry, it is the queen. I'm sorry. Looks a little masculine to me
It
over
did,
there.
actually. That's why I did a double take.
It's a sweet transvestite.
Now.
Okay, I have only respect in that term. So anyway, I just sort of feel like this is really like your positioning is really good here. You're positioned well.
I think you're positioned well. And like I said, the mountains is basically there because you feel like you've had some heavy burdens. It was a tough climb. It was a steep thing, to overcome. But I think through commitment, you got through.
I guess we don't have exactly a reassurance for them. Maybe they're feeling like we're not getting all the testing that's going on.
I'm not sure. I don't see anything else, so...
Because there's 2 midterms.
Yeah, I got that.
test
Well,
and a
like I
skill
said,
exam.
we're not doing it for each one, Aaliyah. It was an overall, and
Yeah.
when I was shuffling, that's what I thought of, so I'm not sure why you're
Well, I knew it was
questioning
about
this.
midterms. I didn't know the exact differentiation. Hey, I'm sorry. I'm only human tonight.
That's okay. Not a problem, Mr. O.
Okay, well, I do wish the well for you.
We want to know. Inquiring minds want to know how you do, Aaliyah, so good luck with that.
Okay.
All right, so we are on Kimbobulated. You are up. And then Levi, Teresa, Sonal, January Girl, Gina, Angel Mary, Angel Rivera, Acel, and Jenna.
Okay, you're welcome, Aaliyah.
I am always behind with the chat, no matter what.
Sometimes it seems like you get it before I do.
Okay, I got the question, though.
And I was really dehydrated today, too, so...
When will he finally start his job? Yeah, timing's a little tricky for us sometimes, but let's see what we get. Let's throw 3 on that.
Okay.
And I'll
do you have a deck?
Well, I do, but you can go ahead. Go ahead and
Okay.
use that one first. Yeah, coronavirus messed everything up for a lot of people, unfortunately.
So as far as you
Hey,
both know,
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
it's there. It's just a delay in terms of when it's actually going to start.
Hey, Kim, I just wanted to say I noticed you watched our Brexit videos, which is awesome. I'm glad you liked
you.
them.
And that was a nice response, too, so I appreciate that. Like I said, we don't, have any great resonance towards politics or culture, for that matter, over there, so we don't understand those issues. That's why it was easier, but also more challenging, too, for us to try to approach it with as much objectivity as we did.
And the one thing that really attracted me to doing the Brexit issue was I did read a little bit up on it, enough to know just how much dissent there was in Britain and how concerns were strong on each side of the issue, which kind of reminds me of the politics in our country here. So I thought, why not do it, and just see, because we're kind of objective outside observers. And so we did.
Thank you again.
And we're debating what to tackle next for our country. We're looking at doing another coronavirus update. With everything getting as difficult as it is, we might be taking another look at that.
You're the Three of Wands reversed.
Okay.
You're the Tower reversed. And you have the Seven of Swords reversed. So on the face of it, it looks a little bit daunting.
It's shaky.
The Three of Wands, though, may indicate that there is a significant delay going on there, but that still most things are in place. Maybe from an institutional point of view, this particular employment is having some problems. Maybe it's based on COVID, as you mentioned that. It may be that they're not really learning or doing what they need to do in order to bring employees back to work. Maybe they're not really, they don't really have a good plan. Their plan is really just sort of letting it happen in a way. So this tells me that this delay is probably going to be a while. It might be through the end of the year, I think.
I would have to agree with that. I'm not sure it's going to happen before then. And I can almost guarantee you that for somehow here, some way, the virus is playing a role. I don't know if it's just impacting their bottom line and they're delaying filling positions right now. But there's definitely delays with the 3 reversed. The 7 of Swords, it's almost as if, maybe your dad needs to look out for his own interests here and not necessarily wait on them.
I didn't want to say that exactly. I wasn't exactly sure.
So if he need, the idea is that maybe he should be trying to look for another job in the interim, because this one might not pan out. I'm not going to say it's not.
And that sounds like an awfully important and good position or sense of employment to have, something that would be worth
wow.
waiting for, which maybe is why I felt the institutional qualities that I mentioned. And the Tower more likely means institutional things in the
Yes.
Lenormand.
In the Lenormand.
In the
that's
regular
true.
tarot deck, it may just talk a lot about our personal pathos when it comes to learning things and how well we learn them or not.
Well, you know,
So
it's
I'm
funny.
combining the streams a little bit here.
Well, it's funny because that's the card that made me think of COVID, because it's the Tower reversed, and it's kind of like, because we haven't learned how to manage this crisis going on right now, that everything is just grinding to a halt again. And so that's what I'm kind of worried about in this case, Kim. It's not that it may not happen, but I do feel that
you,
there's
Liebe.
still some struggling and issues to getting this off the ground. So it may not be till at least December. I don't know, and I hope I'm wrong. Maybe we're wrong.
I would love to be wrong.
Let's see what the Lenormand can add.
I'm scared for a lot of people, all of you guys. I'm scared for myself. I'm scared for my child and my grandchild.
Well, we've got a whole lot of other issues going on in our country right now with the election and everything. So it's a crazy time right now.
Some man's doing his little dance over there. All right. The anchor.
The anchor, the ball and chain in this deck. And then here comes the eyeballs again, which is money flow. So again, you know, the anchor is something that keeps things in place. And it's almost as if the flow of resources and money is kind of drying up right now. So I just wonder if that isn't part of the problem.
Right. It may be that your father may have no choice but to stay in place, that there may not be any better options, and that if they are patient, if they do hold on, because the indication is it's still in play, and you mentioned he's had to re-up his availability or something, but the flow seems to be coming. It's just a matter of waiting for it. And
Well,
we can't really see that it's coming anywhere before the end of the year.
it seems like it's stuck.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm saying that I feel that the job is not moving right now. It's possible that they're having some issues right now, you know, internally. I'm sure governments, you know, with everybody out unemployed and different things happening, you know, I don't know about in Britain, but, you know, the tax base and everything and the money coming in is not good right now. And so I'm just thinking that there are delays with filling positions. Anything that they can put off a while to save some money is probably a good thing right now for them, but not for your dad necessarily.
So that is what we have. It's
So
mostly
hang in there.
hanging in there. All right.
Yeah, it may be due to money. I think so. Hey, keep us posted, Combobulated, and
Thanks for being a fan.
yeah, thanks for watching all those videos. I appreciate that, and I'm glad you got something out of them. And Levi, you are up, and after Levi's Teresa, Sonal, January Girl, Gina, Angel Mary, Angel Rivera, Acel, and Jenna.
Is that your question? When will you get the help you need, or were you just having fun with us? It is a valid question. Your deck?
Oh, is that the question?
There's a question up a ways from there. Do you see it from Levi?
When will I get all the help I need? Well, it's a little bit vague. Are you looking at financial help? Are you looking at some other kind of help?
Give our best to your father. Good luck.
Yep, good luck.
Yeah, I just retired from a local city government job, and it was worth it to hang in there. I was scared the last few months with everything going on. So far, so good. You know, unless there's a horrid economic downturn, you know, I think I did as well as I could.
Mr. Oh, it's your turn.
You're welcome.
right. So pretty soon we're going to have a monthly modality message video come out.
A week from less than a week.
That'll be for all the signs of the elemental signs of the zodiac: earth, air, fire, and water.
But the modality is a different thing altogether,
Whoops,
isn't it?
I'm sorry. It's not earth, air, fire, and water. It's the modalities, which the modalities of the zodiac are one of each element.
And it's another way of looking at astrology. Modalities have a different kind of energy than the elemental association. So what we try to do is show how each sign within a modality, and there is one of each elemental association per modality, how they each contribute a different kind of flow and energy. So the reading may be for one particular modality, but it may pertain to 4 different signs.
Well, you have some interesting cards here, Levi. You've got the Tower too. It's come up again, but this time it's upright. And so we'll be talking about that in a minute. We also have the Ace of Pentacles. Is that right? Yes, upright. You know, it's funny. I saw the broom there and I thought maybe it was a wand. So, yeah. And then we have the Seven of Cups, upright. So, this is a very interesting set of cards to me, and I'll tell you why. First off, we have that Tower card. That's the first thing that came up, Levi.
We got your question.
Yeah, we got it. That's the first thing that came up, Levi, and it says to me this, that, you know, you need, I think the help you need is here. You have to figure out something in yourself. You know, there might be some kind of cycles that you had been repeating, and maybe now finally some things are coming to light and you're realizing that some changes have to be made. And with that realization, new things can start to happen for you. And also, maybe some of that help will be coming to you. It may come in financial form. It may come in physical or mental form, where somebody comes to help you out, integrate your body, mind, spirit. And I think what you have to do here is really sit down and decide what it is you're looking for. What it is here that you really need to do.
I think Banshee's right. I think that this card does show that monetary resources may be coming to you, or that your plans will be leading you towards them. It may be really that you will find you're more of an idea person than you realize, but mostly the charm is being able to focus on the one idea that does that for you. Now, having said that, that Tower concerns me, because to me the Tower is an archetype for our subconscious self-fears or self-loathing or self-doubts about our direction. And so a lot of it represents those kind of things that we sort of want to shudder away in that Tower. We don't really want to think about them. That's why it's subconscious.
But the Tower is crumbling down, and so that means all of that is now being laid bare. And sometimes that can be difficult to handle. But to me, it looks like you are on the path to healing, because really this card, the Ace of Pentacles, also indicates to me somebody who is ready to make a fresh start and a new beginning. I know you asked here if it was through a person or money. And I would say maybe both. It's hard for me to say. I don't see a specific person here. But the idea is here too is maybe it's up to you to truly seek out the help you need and determine what that is you need the most help and support with.
Well, your first part of your question was basically when, and I sort of see this coming within this year, but maybe on the earlier side of it than the later. It's just the way I feel about it. But I think Banshee's right. I think I'm right too. A lot of this is more about you tackling the issues yourself of what you need to conquer, what you need to face up to, and then looking for that inspiration. I think that you sell yourself to somebody else. That's what this card means, and that means that money does come from somewhere else, resources does come from somewhere else, but you kind of have to prove yourself to that situation. That's like everything, isn't it?
And I think it's time to focus on what's not right. You know, you have to apply it too. This tower is saying that, you really do hold the answers. You have to face the shadow, side.
Is it possible that the entanglement between these cards is that what the shadow is not being able to see the best goal forward, to be sort of occupied with the other visions there, and to find it more confusing to really see the way? Once again, it's still a matter of you figuring that out, of you going into your tower and looking for the answer in there.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay.
I'm going to let that go.
Maybe we're a little tired tonight.
No,
So
I just feel the tower is a very archetypal message that it's time to face something that maybe you've been putting off facing. And, the other thing about that Seven of Cups there is that can indicate that sometimes we distract ourselves with a lot of things to avoid dealing with the lessons that we need to take in and move forward from.
Right, and I don't think that that's necessarily your ego. I just sort of think that a lot of times we all want to kind of escape parts of our lives that we don't like.
Well, I have some relatively good news for you with these dark cards I'm pulling. That is the Cross, which is usually about grief and endings. And then the Mice, which is never good because it's about things that are gnawing away at you and eating at you. But the good news is I feel that some of these difficult times, some of these times of not feeling right or with yourself are coming to an end now. They're going to start coming to an end. And the only way I really see that happening is if you come to terms with this lesson you need to take in and move in a positive, commit to improving yourself, body, mind, and spirit.
Even if you aren't on the road to a wealthy new beginning, you are on the road to a beginning that is stable. The earth element here stabilizes you. The ace means you are moving into a new road somewhere. Most likely this could mean a new job. This could mean something more financial.
Okay, Gina, we'll move you down. I'll call you anyway to see if you're back, but if not, that's fine. I will put Gina on the bottom for now, but when it comes to her turn, I will see if she's here. All right. So that's what we have for you. Good luck, Levi. Check in with us again on that if you feel the need. Sorry I didn't have an actual when in mind. I think some of this is starting to transpire now because maybe you are recognizing this.
And like I said, I think it's within a year, but it's closer than that. I mean, I think something could happen in the new year maybe with this.
Hey, Teresa, you are up.
And
it
we
is
have
your
their
turn.
question.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Bye,
Sanal, January girl, if Gina's back, Angel Mary, Angel Rivera, Acel, and Jenna. Okay.
Oh, wow, that's a mixed bag. How should we do that?
Well, she said what's coming her way. I think it'll come out.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, I understand that. Landlord selling. Oh, wow. Dear me. Well, I'm worried about how we're going to make ends meet. We've got a big mortgage and retirement has kind of been foisted on me. So I hear you. I'm a little concerned because I'm not sure how we're going to manage it, to be honest with you. So I share your pain on that, Teresa. We'll see what we can come up with. Go ahead. We'll see if there's anything about work that comes up in here, or maybe we can throw a quick yes/no about that part of the question for your husband. And it's no surprise to me that some of the cards we are getting tonight are a little bit difficult. I think it's because there's just so many problems right now going on in societies. So
Well,
I'm not surprised.
We just passed the new moon and we're on our way to, or no, we're not quite at the new moon, right?
No. We're getting there.
We're getting there.
There.
Oops. But all the other planets and stars are doing their fun.
Well, it's not going to be easy, Teresa. You've got the Ten of Swords. It's reversed, which is a good way to get that card. You've got the Eight of Wands, and it is reversed as well. And then you have the Three of Cups reversed. The Ten of Swords, believe it or not, reversed, is probably one of the better cards here. What it indicates to me is that, you know, maybe some of the worst is starting to get behind you now, and that things will start looking up. But it's not going to be easy, because it's going to seem like, there's the Eight of Wands reversed. It's going to seem like maybe a lot of wasted energy, like maybe you felt you've wasted time on something or money, something is not working the way you wanted, and you feel spent. You feel kind of exhausted and stressed, you know, when all is said and done. And really right now, you're not seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. There's just not happy times. I think this reading is really reflecting that right now. But I think this card is the key, that some of this may start to break soon.
Well, I almost agree with that Eight of Wands. I don't think it's fruitless or wasted. I just think that all of the work of getting things right, of working towards rectifying or overcoming some of the bad things, will be exhausting. And I think that's really true, and that basically you may find, once again, more things are going to be put off. These are things more that might pertain to function within the family. I don't see anything specific about your husband right here, but I think that it's really about getting over some of the bad things, and I expect this to be happening, but it will take a lot of work, and it may mean sacrifices from the family itself.
Yeah. All right, let me do a Leonard. Well, you know what? Let's do a quick yes, no. We can have those back and see about husband's job. That was one of the questions.
You're welcome, Levi.
So, what was it again? Will hubby get back to work? Let's see.
We got a little more for you, Teresa. Hold on.
Yeah, hang on, Teresa. A couple more things. Shuffle.
Uh-huh.
And cut.
And this one is specifically about your husband getting back to work.
All right.
You put that in the same pile?
Yep.
It was the 13th?
Yep.
Oh.
Well, it's leaning towards no for now. And what we did get is the Eight of Coins reversed and the Empress reversed. Things are going to be slow for a little while, slow growing. It's kind of like slow return to normal. And, you know, this is a card of... Do you want to say it?
I don't know if this applies to your husband, but would it be possible that they might want to suggest that his skill level needs to change, or he needs to learn something new, something like that, that they want him in a program, or that maybe they may say, well, this would need to happen for us to figure out how to get him back in there. So I'm wondering if it's something like that. training, upgrading in a certain way, or somehow making, going through some hoops that they want. I mean, this could also just pertain to the entire process of becoming safe for work during a pandemic too, that there might be certifications or something needed depending on his kind of work.
So I feel with the Empress card, the key for that to me is that the problem is right now that everything is kind of not growing. The economy is not growing. And so that's why I feel that there may still be some delays in, what's going on here. So it's possible, he may be able to find some temporary work, but I see what he is saying here, that there may be some reorganizations going on where he might have to not put in double duty, but maybe do some other type of work besides what he was used to doing. Like, for example, at my place, they're combining a lot of departments and getting people to do some assignments and things that they never had to do before. So,
right, with the Empress reverse, it just sort of seems to be that in that area, and you mentioned what it is, so that sort of makes it
construction is awful right now, and see,
Yeah.
I think that makes more
There's
sense
just
to
a
me.
stagnation going on with
Yeah.
that. There's less of that.
Knowing that.
Right now, it's less of a chance of yes. It may not always stay that way, and of course, we are moving towards.
It's not a definite no. That's the one hope there. And also we have the stork. This is interesting. It's the raven in this deck. And the vampire. Which is the snake.
The snake.
So it seems like it seems as though some cleverness has to be done here. Your husband may have to think outside the box and think of another way he can apply his skills, or maybe some other jobs that he can do in the interim. Because this is about change, and this is kind of about being sneaky or clever in some way. Sometimes it can be about deception, but I think because of the question we asked here.
I'm getting a little glimmer, though, that because of the kind of environment he works in, and I appreciate you mentioning it, that does help us a little bit, that he may want to just watch his back around there, too. Watch what he says, or maybe if he is aware of what is being said about him, because I think it's more likely with the snake card that it could suggest somebody is maybe gossiping about him or putting him in a bad light. There may be frictions going on there. I don't know if that really applies or not. It's just a sense I feel.
Yeah, okay.
I wanted to get to not to Teresa, to Kim. You were referring to what we did over here. This is a yes or no spread. I'm going to get with you on our Facebook or somewhere, or YouTube, and talk to you more about that. It is a specific kind of spread that isn't necessarily well known, if that's the one you're thinking of. Thank you. Thank you, Teresa.
Yep, that's what we have for you. Good luck. I wish you and yours good luck, and stay safe in these times, and I'm glad to see you again here. Hey, Sanel, you are up. And after Sanel is January Girl, Gina, if she's returned, Angel Mary, Angel Rivera, Acel, and Jenna. And Sunny's back.
Never far away. Hi, Sunman. Hello,
I'm going to go back to the...
Thank you. Thank you, Teresa. Good luck.
Yes, the best.
It's a real easy spread, Kim. I'll be able to teach you that in a minute.
Okay, so we're waiting on Sanel's question.
Basically, you think of the question as yes or no, you shuffle the cards, and then you begin counting towards 3 piles. What you do is you count 1 to 13, but you stop if you hit an ace. If you hit no aces, you stop on 13 and you move to the second pile, and you do that for 3 piles. The way you interpret that is your aces are the likelihood of yes. So if you get an ace in each pile, which is quite a feat, that's a positive
definite yes. Nothing more to say. But if you get 2 aces, then it's a maybe yes.
More likely, though.
It's leaning towards yes. Yeah, right. It's more likely yes. And so there's a third card there, and you would read that card as to some of the conditions surrounding that. Yeah, right. And then if it's 1 ace, it's leaning towards no. And if there are no aces in the 3 piles, it's a definite no. And then you have 3 cards to look at that can tell you some information as to why it's a definite no.
They may describe things about it, or they may qualify the situation.
It doesn't matter if they're reversed or not. Matter. I would say sometimes if it's going to be a maybe yes, I might say that there may be just some delays associated with it. But really, it's more just to say if it's going to be a yes or a no.
Hi, Heavy Heart. We're going to put you on our list. We have a few people in front of you, so hope you can hold on. We call for you when we're ready.
And Sanel, I'm not sure if Sanel is with us.
Do we know you? We are well. Good to see you here. Thank you.
I'm going to type in Sanel's name. And I don't know what happened to my pen. I had 2, and I think he's laying on them.
Uh-oh.
I got one.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
And you're welcome.
Well, not that long. After Sanal, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 names on the list. I see that. Well, welcome to the show. I'm glad to see you here, Heavy Heart.
Thursday nights tend to be a little bit slower than our Sunday nights. We're on 2 nights a week. Or 2 days a week. We're also on Sundays, 2 to 4. And usually, in either case, the best strategy is to try to get there early when we start. We do take you in order that you appear in our chat room. If you're not there when we call for you, you may end up being on the bottom of the list and you will get called again. Usually we manage to get through everybody in our 2 hours.
I think Sanal has vanished, so I'm going to move on.
Alrighty.
And I put Sanal at the bottom of the list. So January Girl, are you with us? You are up. And after January Girl is Gina, Angel Mary, Angel Rivera, Acel, Jenna, Heavy Heart, and Sanal.
Merwin is watching us.
Oh, is she? Where did you see that?
Probably closer to the top or middle there. Merwin says no reading. Hi, Merwin.
Hey, Merwin, if you're still with us, good to see you. Hey, Dr. V.
Hi, Dr. V.
The sales job, is it wise for me to wait a bit to contact B? What's my best approach? Do I even apply to another hiring manager? Well, I don't know about this one. How do you want to do it? 3 cards?
Let's try 3 cards and then let's see if we need to clarify.
Yeah. All right.
And I'm thirsty.
You don't have a drink? You've drained it dry, Mr.
I'm parched. I only had water.
Oh.
I'm parched, as someone we know used to say.
You have a cough drop? That might help.
I have a cough drop. Do you remember who used to say that?
No.
It was somebody that drank wine.
Oh,
and
an
I used
old
to think
buddy
to myself,
of mine.
No wonder you're parched. Wine kind of dries me out.
Wine does, well, yeah, I would agree overall.
No, it actually wasn't that old friend. It was another friend that drank wine. Sangria, if I recall.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Rhymes with leggy.
I know of who you speak.
But they too are an old friend. Or were an old friend.
All right. Let's see what's going on here for January, girl. There are definitely, boy, too bad we're not doing a yes-no for you. We got the Ace of Wands, and that is upright. We have the 7 of Wands, and that is upright. And then we have the Ace of Swords, and that is upright. You know,
And you're using the Edgar Allan Poe deck, which
Yeah.
is a little bit on the dark side in terms of just the
yeah, I
lighted,
can see
the
but
scene's quality.
It's because this backdrop blocks
That's
light
true,
from
yes,
coming in.
Yes.
So I see that. Well, let me just say, January girl, I'm of two minds here. I'm really beginning to think, what would it hurt for you to apply somewhere else? I mean, while you're waiting. I think that the Ace of Wands to me, well, and also you got the Seven of Wands out there, and I think that's telling me you need to look out for yourself. First and foremost, you need to make sure you have the upper hand in the higher ground. So my feeling is if you really think you want to kind of nudge this along with this person with that job, maybe it is time to communicate.
I definitely feel that way too, and I feel that, and I don't remember your astrology. Something tells me you're a Capricorn. I don't remember though. But now is the time for you to seize the matter. I think you're really kind of very empowered right now with all the forces around you. You feel confident. I think you should possibly try for that.
No, it's not problematic, actually. I feel that there's two things going on here. I think this reading is telling me you really have to
Close.
you really have to put yourself first. And so because this is a time right now where something new could open up for you and that there is a victory afoot. Did you make that reversed? It was upright.
Oops.
So
Oh, it still is. You were
What?
wrong.
let me take a look at that. Ah, he's right. I'm sorry, Mr. O. So, at
It's
any
a dark
rate,
and scary card. I mean, it's a
moral
dark
of the
card.
story is know your cards. But the thing is that I feel this is a real powerful time for you with two aces there. There could be some beginning happening for you. So it's up to you to take the higher, just hold your ground, stand there and defend yourself. In other words, go out there and do what you need to do to get the ball rolling.
I think I understand this differently now. It's kind of like they're waiting for you to kind of contact them, and you're wondering if you should go ahead.
Yes.
Yes, and so I'm understanding it a little differently than what I did before. I sort of understood some of that, but
Contact them, but also, like I said, don't stop yourself from applying somewhere else.
yeah,
I would
I think
keep
you should
all
contact them.
doors open at this time.
I don't know how it is for you, but the best decision I ever made, and she supported it, was when I left a job because it was a miserable job and I didn't have another job, but I had three things that were really close to happening. And all three of them happened in a whirlwind of about 4 to 5 weeks. I worked at one job, the first one that called me. And at the end of that week, I left that job. That job was worse than the one that I thought was oppressing me. And then I went to another place for about 3 weeks, and it was a really nice job. And I liked the people there, and I liked logistics and stuff like that. And I would have learned some really interesting skills there. But then I got called by the job I really wanted, the medical library job. And I got totally involved in medical library with this lady here. As a mentor of sorts. I'm going on and on, aren't I?
You are.
Alrighty. But it's not necessarily a bad thing to take a risk sometimes.
The vampire has reared its head again, the snake. And this time it's in combination with the witch. But in this deck, the witch is actually, it's all about the broom. It's about, God, there's cat hair on this camera. It's all about the broom or rope, whip. So the thing is that the vampire is a snake. There's some sneakiness or something that's going to be happening fast. And maybe what it's saying to me is that, you know what? It would not hurt to be, how should I say, a little bit under the table and apply somewhere else at the same time you're doing this.
You don't always get that from the Seven of Wands, but on this one here, you could possibly get a little bit of the sense of doing things a little covertly. The image is from Edgar Allan Poe's Masque of the Red Death, I believe.
The other thing is, I would say, the other thing is about these two cards, I would say is maybe what it's telling me is that you need to just go ahead and do this. And the sooner you do it, the better. Because one way or another, you're going to find out whether this is going to work out or not. And you can move on. Because I do think something is going to open up for you.
And as far as being an Aquarius goes, Mercury, which really has a lot to do in a person's chart about their intellect and their mental powers, Mercury tends to be in your sign or one sign either way. So you probably have Mercury in Capricorn. Maybe that's what I'm picking up on. And that means that your mental energies accrue more towards a business persona or business minded. So I'm just feeling good things for you in this regard. I think those cards were really positive.
So that's what we have, January girl. Good luck. I'm just going to be waiting to hear news from you one way or another on this.
Good luck.
And I think Gina has not come back yet. I'm not sure. We'll check. So, Gina, you are up. And then if not, it's Angel Mary's turn and Angel Rivera, Acel, Jenna, Heavy Heart, and Sonal. And then Gina again if she comes back.
You're welcome. Good luck. Let us know.
Sunny is just... basking in the limelight. Okay, I think Sonal would have... Gina would have answered by now. So let's go on to Angel Mary.
Angel Mary, if you're with us. Oh, I would almost kill to get up and get a glass of water at this point.
Finish mine.
True love.
Go, go. I'm okay.
I might need some later if I'm really
I have a cough drop, and I'm not afraid to use it if I need it.
Hey, if you think you obsess, you ought to see me when I obsess. She knows.
Okay, here we go. Will I succeed in the recruitment competition I intend to pass? And is this job suitable for me? Well, that might be two yes and no's, or maybe let's do the one as a yes and no. Will I succeed in the recruitment competition that I intend to pass? Let's try that. And then we'll ask the other one as a 3 card.
So I'm going to use the Nefertari.
Yeah, and we'll use this for the second part if we need to. Okay, so Gina is at the bottom. I'm going to put that. No was a no. Okay. Don't forget, everybody, to like the page.
Yes, please like. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe.
Please subscribe. We'd love to have you. You get turn on notifications and you'll know when we go live. And oh, by the way, Mr. O, we forgot our other announcement. A week from this Saturday, we're going to do a special pop-up live stream, and it's going to be past life readings. So if you're into past life readings, join us on a Saturday late in the morning, about 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time, for about an hour and a half. Just a little fun for Halloween season.
Don't forget the Halloween haiku on Mondays, Fridays, and Wednesdays. Talking about Mercury retrograde. And that's on our TFT Facebook page as well as our TFT Twitter. We're doing the best of last year's and some new ones for this year.
They're fun. Yeah.
Right,
oh, okay. Of course, once I start doing this, he's going to want to mess with them.
Indeed. That's one.
Well, you know what? It's not a definite no, Angel Mary. But And it's interesting that it is a know-it-all because you've got some very positive cards here.
So maybe leaning towards no, but there are some qualifying things
Yeah.
here. And having said what we said to Kim a little bit earlier, I don't know if Kim's still with us, we do feel that as card readers, we have some discretion sometimes when the point of the reading seems to be contradicted by
Yeah.
super positive cards or super negative cards.
Here you have the Six of Wands upright, and you have the Two of Wands upright, which your question was, would you succeed in this competition? This right here
Is
is a
success.
card of victory.
Victory.
And the Two of Wands is kind of like plans coming to fruition.
Right, it's feeling very comfortable with your status quo.
So I would say to you that this job is definitely, I think it's come out here to me, that this job is definitely suitable for you. But
Yeah.
maybe you'll have some difficulties or some struggles with the competition.
That's a good way of taking that the competition will be more competitive than you actually anticipated.
It's going to take something out of you. And so, just keep your nose to the grindstone on it. I think that, I don't know, I think it has a good likelihood of success despite the fact that it's leaning towards no. To me, that just means that, maybe some of the odds are against you, but you are in a good position to overcome those odds.
And see, people always say that I'm the negative one, but she says it's leaning towards no. I'm saying there's a chance for yes. It may be a small chance, but there is a chance for yes.
Glass half full, glass half empty.
So let's do the letter mon and
We're
see
gonna,
what,
let's see what else we
that tells
got.
us.
I don't think we need to say it because I do think
Yippee, indeed.
you are suited for this. Oh. So as soon as I try to shuffle there, he's stretching on me.
Sunman, what are you doing?
Hey, do you want to move? Okay, I got it. Sorry. Let's see what I get. All right.
The ring, the poison ring in this deck.
Okay.
The ship, the ghost ship. I like that one.
Well, the ship is all often about travel or movement. I would say this is maybe about movement. You're moving towards making a commitment, to something. So I feel that things will move in the right direction for you based on how committed you are to seeing this through.
Well, the other takeaway from this could be that maybe within that recruitment process doesn't actually net you the level you need, but these other factors seem to indicate that somebody still takes a shine to what they saw there, and maybe there's something corollary that they can work with you. But still, I think it's more likely that despite what we said about aces in the spread, that this looks pretty positive.
Well, yeah, that's why I'm saying that I feel like you have the ability to overcome whatever might be, an obstacle here to success. It seems as though it's very positive.
Tarot is a snapshot in time, so it could just be that as of this moment right now, those factors are there, though the question maybe is weighted one way, but maybe as time moves ahead, another week or so, it could be the other way.
Well, that's at least what the cards have for you today, Angel Mary. I wish you luck. I'm going to move on to Angel Rivera. Hey, Angel Rivera, you are up. And after Angel Rivera is Acel, Jenna, Heavy Heart, Sanel, and Gina.
Alrighty. Oh, and we have Dr. Victor. You didn't pick up on the list.
Did Dr. V want a reading? I wasn't sure.
They always want a reading, but they haven't said anything since, so who knows?
Well, I didn't quite get that from what he said up there. So
There is that. You're welcome.
okay, Angel, we'll wait. But I can put them on the list. They will be before Gina for sure.
And you never know. Sometimes people come and go on Thursdays.
I think they came in right after Heavy Heart, so we'll see. Okay, general read, you've got it.
A general read sounds good. One of your decks?
I'm getting it.
That deck is getting heavy play tonight.
Maybe I didn't
Well,
do...
you're
right. I didn't do my Halloween one in a while.
Yes, do the Halloween one.
Okay, sorry. I thought, you're right, I haven't really used the Edgar Allan. I used that more than this one, though.
It's possible.
Maybe I was sad when I had 2 reversed aces in the beginning. That's what happened with this deck. So I hope they are mixed up.
Time really flew this night. It seemed to me like I was looking at the clock and it was an hour ago, and now it's an hour later. Huh? How'd that happen? Mercury!
Well, we have truly moved down the list, though, so we're doing fine.
Well, that's always good to know.
Shuffle away, Mr. O. Sonny's getting comfortable. Don't mess with my microphone. Of course, he's blocking the microphone now.
I don't think it matters.
Not with my big mouth.
Well, I wasn't going to say anything.
Well, you know me. Honest to a fault.
And everyone can hear you. And our 3 cards. We have the Hierophant, somehow disguised as the Mummy.
It's reversed.
It's reversed, yes. And then we have the 9 of Ghosts, which is the 9 of Cups. And that's reversed.
And the King of Swords reversed.
We're
That's why I
here.
stopped using this deck. I got 3 reversed cards in the beginning. But now as I'm looking in here, I'm seeing a lot of upright cards. So it's just the way the chips fall, Angel. Although Hierophant reversed is not really a bad card.
Well, yes, you're right. It may just indicate that the approach to things or the ambience circulating really represents some kookiness, some nonconformist thinking, or at the very least, just sort of somebody who questions society or questions an order that exists.
I feel as though looking at that King of Bats and, if that's relating to you, Angel, you got to be careful with the decisions you make in the week ahead to make sure they are truly in your best interests and leading you towards something that you desire. And there may have to be an unconventional approach to the way things do things, or to way to do things this week. So, in other words, maybe your thought processes or the way that you are making decisions or the way you're always used to making decisions, or if this is about somebody else making these decisions that affect you, they really, really need to think unconventionally. They need to get out of their, what's the word I'm trying to say? They need to get out of their complacency or their comfort zone and think about a different approach to solving a problem, to solving something, and to get the desired results. Because whatever's happening is not working to achieve a desired result in the week ahead.
Is it my turn?
Maybe.
Well, I think that maybe an unusual situation could also provoke a possible snap decision, and maybe what's at concern is how the effect works with people, who loses, who feels discomfort, who feels they've been left behind or they've missed out on something because a decision has to be made. Unusual situations are like that, I suppose. So if I pertain that to, any part of your life, it could be true there. It doesn't necessarily pertain to your work life. It could pertain to your home
Right.
life or your other life too. But something unusual situation you're presented with could mean a snap decision that would make things uncomfortable for somebody, if not for yourself.
So, if it is about work, it just seems to me that decisions aren't being made in a manner that will make people feel comfortable or happy. And they really need to think outside the box. If it is about you, you have to look at what you are doing that is not.
Sonny says, get rid of that nonconformist. Sonny, we talked about this. We like nonconformists,
Yes.
mostly.
So if this is about you, you just have to get out of your old patterns of how you decide and make the choices that you make. You have to think of some radical new approaches in order to achieve desired results for something that you're trying to achieve. So that's what it would mean to me on a personal level. And we're going to toss the old Lenormand and see what we could add for that. Sonny just had to get his opinion in.
Yes. Nostra Sonny.
And no, we
Sunny
will not
Dallas,
be
Sunny
dressing
Dallas.
up our cats for Halloween. No.
Oh, that's good. They had a special on TV about people doing that, and they showed these dogs, and dogs didn't care because they were probably going to get a treat. And the cat looked so miserable, like, why are you doing this to me? Why? It just wanted to sit there like that with the mask
Well,
on.
you try to get a costume on Shadow, okay?
No,
I'm not
I won't do
crazy.
that. Okay, so we have the fountain.
The Bloody Fountain and the Little Goblin,
Uh-oh.
which means to me that, hey, a little bit of networking and a little bit of keeping people informed is what needs to happen here. So if this is for you personally, you need to communicate more your desires, to achieve the results you want. You need to let people know what you're working towards and, what's important here. If this is about work, this is just the fact that, they need to really inform people more of what is going on and get them a part of the part of the solution, and come up with the ideas and, so that they can make good informed choices and decisions.
And I agree with Banshee, and I'm just thinking, the little goblin means less is more.
Is a child.
Maybe it's really like just being a little more subtle, just, leaving the little hints and not necessarily, being demonstrative about it, but just kind of seeing if you can subtly impart those ideas there where they fit. All right.
Try something different, absolutely, I agree. Which, I love that thing you did with the, I read that thing you did with the San Muerte Oracle, that interview of the deck. That's a very cool thing. And I don't know if I've seen you do that before or if I've seen that done somewhere else, but when you get a new deck, you literally interview the deck to see what you'll get out of the deck and then what use it will have for you. I thought that was awesome, Angel. I really like that.
Yeah, that's a really cool concept because for some people, learning the tarot cards is really about sitting down and having that discussion personally, looking at each card and saying what it does for you or how you're in that scene. And so as a way of reviewing a new deck, which maybe has some stylistic differences or maybe some interpretive differences, this would be a very cool way to present that.
Yeah. So good luck, Angel, with your week ahead. And we're moving on to a cell who has typed their question.
Wow.
Yeah, I think that's awesome. And I may have seen another one of yours back in the past. I can't remember now, but that was really cool with that deck. I like that. We were having a discussion with Mitchell, Intuitive Me, because he was doing an unboxing of the San Muerte.
Yes.
I didn't get to watch. I feel bad about that. I should go back and watch that.
Okay, another deck of mine.
We'll use one of yours.
So we're going to go back to
You
the
are welcome,
English
Angel.
Magic Tarot. You
See
are
you
always
back in the
welcome
Twitterverse. And
whenever it rectifies itself.
yeah, if it ever, that's right. And a cell, all right. We've got your question.
Julia.
Okay. Does that sound like a yes, no, or no? Let's do a
maybe.
3 card and see what we
Okay.
get. If we have to clarify it, we will. I think we have time.
All right.
Jenna's been pretty quiet. I wonder if she's even here.
You know, I was looking for
Jenna,
their
you
name because you said they were
are
here.
next. So if you want to type your question, you can go ahead. And we'll finish up with the cell first.
There's Jenna. So I think they popped in, but I don't know if they stayed in. Well,
Yeah.
Jenna usually pops in again and says, "Is it my turn yet?"
Well, that's
Like
right.
everyone else.
So that's why I'm not sure if we lost her.
Well, we'll see. We got 20 minutes to go, so we could probably squeeze them in, though.
Yep. I like this deck.
I like it too. I'm trying to think of the word to describe the color palette because it's not that super vibrant.
No.
But muted isn't exactly what I'm looking for. There's a specific word. Anyways, your first card is the King of Wands,
Upright.
upright. Just wanted to see that a little bit there. And then we have the Emperor reversed, which is its own sort of odd corollary. And then finally we have the Eight of Cups, and that is also reversed.
I don't know. I honestly don't know if this person is in love or just likes the idea of control. Maybe possessing the person in some way. The Eight of Cups is reversed. Well, it's hard to say, I guess.
The question is twofold because, of course, it addresses what Daniela feels about Julia and whether or not Julia loves Daniela. So my thought is that there is, both of these questions are kind of addressed there, that I think that maybe
I feel these two go together.
the King and the Emperor.
Yeah.
So there's a dynamic, I think, where this person is attractive to Daniela or vice versa. There's a high
Yes.
magnetism between the two. But at the same time, there is, and I think we said this before, there's a differential in their, not their status so much, but maybe their power, their independency. There's something different. One needs the other more. One is needier than the other, or they both enable each other, perhaps. I don't know. But I sort of feel that there is an inversion of their relationship and that they're together besides the attraction for maybe inverse reasons, that one needs each other for other things besides just the romantic relationship.
Well, and that's where I think, in a way, the Eight of Cups reversed comes in. Do you think?
I was just getting
because
to that.
the Eight of Cups reversed indicates somebody who, instead of moving on to something else, is kind of staying with the situation or coming back from maybe being apart.
So the bottom line seems to be that maybe even if there isn't super great love between them, there's something that does keep them
Bind
together.
them together.
It may be the economy, the financial situation. It may be other aspects of their relationship. Are there family members that they help each other care for? Things like that. Are there other responsibilities?
Or just needs, like he said. I feel that on the one hand, the Emperor reversed indicates to me that this person could, one of them wants to control the situation. I really see that.
That too, yeah.
And I see what you're saying, and I do agree that I feel Danila really does feel an attraction for Julia.
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
I really feel that way. There is an attraction.
Or it's vice
there.
versa.
Well,
It's really more the other way, isn't it?
I think it's more the other way.
Yeah.
Because this is somebody who is magnetic and attractive. But I do feel this person may have some power issues of some sort.
So let's
That
pull our letter
makes
one.
sense at all. And I feel like they are staying together. I think that Eight of Cups indicates that to me reversed.
So Mr. O is growing his scruggy little beard.
Yeah.
It is scruggy.
Gosh, need I say more? So, Mr. O,
Ball and
we
chain.
have that ball and chain again, which is the anchor.
Something is staying in place.
And guess what it is?
Oh dear, this couldn't be more clear to
The
us.
poison ring, which is really the ring, and the ring is about commitment. They seem to be committed to staying together.
Yeah, that's all I can say is it strongly feels like the force or the will between them keeps them together. They are connected.
Something keeping them together.
It could be that it's a true commitment. It could just be that it's the commitment they need to have at this time and that they've agreed to it for whatever time they are there. In other words, I'm saying that it may not be immutable, but right now it really looks like it's not changing.
That's what we have for you, Asel. Good luck with that. And Jenna, are you with us?
Jenna.
We cannot tarry, Jenna, so if you do not answer, I have to move on.
You're typing them in? Okay.
Yep. And after Jenna is Heavy Heart, Dr. V, Sonal, and Gina.
And
So
then
we
Jenna.
will stay and make it through this list, so hang on. If you still want your reading, Heavy Heart, we will get to you.
Yes. We never promised a rose garden. We kind of figured it was a thorny path to get to all of the
Well,
readings.
We
but
would have
we were
gone
gonna
through
get
these
there.
probably a lot easier, but we did have a longer reading tonight because one of our loyal subscribers had a birthday, so we gave them a special birthday reading.
I think we did a number of quality readings for most of the
Oh,
folks
we
here.
did.
Yes,
We
absolutely.
did, but
You are
that one
welcome,
takes a
Estelle.
little bit more time.
It does indeed.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
so Jenna, I guess you're not
welcome,
with us.
Estelle. Okay, we're going to move on from Jenna then to go to Heavy Heart. You are up right now. So go ahead and type your question.
And I hope you're still with us, Heavy Heart.
It's kind of the way things go here. We just keep moving down the list if people don't answer.
And we speculated on, it was actually Patton and maybe one other person had also asked the question in some time past about moderating for us. And we hadn't thought about that. We might do that, but the basic idea would be that the moderator would have to be there.
Well, not
most-
necessarily, because you can pick more than one moderator,
That's
as
true.
we have found. So
We would, if we're going to have a moderator, we want coverage though for as much of the 2 hours as possible. But another thing would be that Patton and maybe some other people have also demonstrated that helping us keep the list in order would be another thing that the moderator might be able to help us with. So we'll see. We haven't decided that yet, but we really appreciate people asking about that.
as we get busier, we will definitely take people up on that because we'll probably need the help. And we'll have to kind of rein it in a little bit more so we can get more readings in. All right, I don't see Heavy Heart here.
I just typed their name in, so I'm
Okay.
going to give them another moment.
No, it's possible we'll see them again.
So who are we calling for next?
Okay, Dr. V, are you with us and do you want a reading?
Dr. Victor?
I had a feeling he just stopped in to say hi, but
He
we'll
might have.
see. So actually, we might finish on time if nobody else shows. Okay, so we had Dr. V, and then we had Sonal, Gina, Jenna, and I put Heavy Heart at the bottom, so
Well,
are any of you there? Either Dr. V, Sonal, Gina, Jenna, or Heavy Heart.
And if not, then we have a decision to make. Either we will take the next question we get, whatever that question is.
Or we will just talk.
Talk.
We will talk about our plans. I'm looking forward to our pop-up live stream, past life readings. My suggestion is get there early if you want a past life reading, because they're going to be a little bit longer. It's with a particular deck that I have that has 5 parts to it, and we're going to throw a couple tarot cards to enhance each of those parts. So the readings are going to take longer, and we won't be able to fit in a lot of people.
It's possible that we may work on developing this reading to present it as another one of the readings we offer. It would be a pretty involved reading, so it might might cost more than others we hold, but it would have that ability to have some extra cards thrown in that would add texture. We're going to develop it and see where it leads us to and how we wish to present it to offer.
Yep.
And Heavy Heart, Gina or Jenna or Dr. V or Sonal. Hey, anybody lurking there that wants a reading?
Second call. And also, what else is coming up, Mr. O? Well, like I said, look for
the modality message.
The modality message is coming. Mr. O's doing his show on Friday. It will be released. And Sunday, come join me. Sunday morning at 10 a.m. I'll be in the chat room for the premiere of my Material Matters segment.
The weekly tarot keys to success in business, education, and finance.
I love sipping coffee in the morning and chatting in the chat room with everybody who comes to the video presentation.
And we're showing the background screen of our credits of folks who have helped us, include our son, who was our original producer and still is kind of the backup producer, Monster Hunter Malik. Also, our granddaughter, Mayori, who designed our avatar and logo design. And Junior Goddess for help with our lighting.
We have to put our friend up there someday. So also, if you notice our banner on Twitter and on YouTube, the Tarot for Today, the lettering has like somebody's tarot card designs in them. That's a friend of ours who did his own tarot deck. And so I used those cards with his permission to create that Tarot for Today banner on YouTube.
He's somewhat well known in our area as a tarot card reader and esoteric type person. He's been our friend for about 30 years. A number of our friends are immortalized in his tarot deck.
Yes, and some of them we can't show you because they're naked.
They may be in a state of disrobement.
To put it mildly.
Don't ask.
So I used the best cards, and for some reason, I ended up using the Hermit card, or the Seeker card, as he called it, 3 times. And of course, as you know, the Hermit is my favorite card, so I think it was just an accident, but it happened.
It's fun to see you, Angel, at the Material Matters.
Yeah.
We have a great time. We love discussing the readings there and sipping our coffee and chatting with everybody. Thanks for checking us out. Appreciate that.
And I don't know. I think everybody's gone who wanted a reading, so we should call it a night.
I guess we could probably.
Is this going to be like a first that we end early?
We did that one time, I thought.
I think Thursday we've been able to do it more than Sundays.
Now, besides our friend Figment, who designed his own tarot deck that some people are featured on, we are very willing to work with other tarot deck producers and feature their deck here, giving them full credit. So you can just contact us at our Gmail, or you can contact us there for any reason. Maybe you just want to inquire about some of the reading plans we have and get a leg up on that. Go ahead. It's TFT Tarot for Today, one word, at gmail.com, and we check our mail throughout the day, so we'll be able to get back to you pretty quickly on that.
Well, Turning the camera on the sleeping cat.
Wake up. Wake up.
Let me see. Oh, that's not working. Help me get his face in there. Here we go. Ah. Sonny says, is it over yet? I think he just loves being here. He would stay here the whole day. And let me tell you, I work at this table, when I'm doing my work at home. And I have cats sometimes on either side of me, by the window, up on the table, peering around the computer. They're literally with me just about all day.
Well, just before we were setting up, I was setting up the stuff about 20 minutes before, and the one who rarely is on the set, the long-haired black one, Shadow, was just sitting right here on the purple thing, and I thought, you're going to stay here for the show tonight. But they didn't.
No.
They got up and walked away.
Oh, well. So anyway, I think we've killed our time, and in a good way, I hope. And join us again on Sunday from 2 to 4 p.m., which we'll look forward to seeing you then. And that's it for now.
Don't forget to look for the haiku tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, it's my turn. So we'll see you later, everybody. Take care for now. Stay safe.
Bye.
Bye-bye.